Good evening, everyone. Decided to do a little bit of farming sim tonight. Tried to get caught up for the season and, well, gonna end the season. Being that December's right around the corner. Which is kind of scary, considering I've never actually played the game up to this point, so... Oh. Apparently I'm over here now. Yeah, no, that is my house, but it's not my house. My house is just beyond this one. For whatever reason, I always go to that one. I don't know if it's because it's worth more. I don't know. That's my house in the middle of nowhere here. So yeah, I kind of want to finish up harvest this fine day because December rolls around. Of course, we're waiting around for everything, but that's all right. We still got animals to deal with, so it's going to keep us a bit busy, I think. Yeah, trees are growing nice. Here we go. Might as well start the trucks. Let them warm up a bit. And I do believe I'm on the back side. Oh, not this crap again. There we go. Tractor warmed up as well. So yeah, tonight we're just trying to finish up this field. Oh, I put the header right down and then all of a sudden it picked it up. Interesting. Thanks for the likes. Although I don't know why I went back to the default mode in theater. The problem with that is I can't read chat then. Yeah, I know, it's weird. It's weird, right? But you know. Oh, I do appreciate the likes though. Thanks, guys. So yeah. I actually have a fair bit to take off. Well, 3/4 of this field. Does it look like that one's out? So yeah, we've got a pretty good portion of this one left to do. Then we basically have nothing else to combine, harvest, or anything for like 3 months. So I'm really hoping the income that I do get will be consisted of this. This is the only thing that will keep me going. And I don't know if I'll even get honey or whatnot. But we have lots of chickens to butcher, which means we have lots of chickens to sell. And we're storing up pig feed because maybe we might think about putting a hog barn in. We still have a little chunk of land there that we can work with. I don't even know if we can do anything for the hair harvest. I'm kind of hoping that I can still do some, but this one came on the chopping block for a contract, so it's like, you know what? Let's jump it. Let's do it. Hey, did I see a 47? Oh yeah, field 16. I want to do field 16. I'd rather do this one. Isn't this one 50? Yeah, this one's 58. $58,000. So yeah, no, definitely want to do it. And we have hauled one truck. Mind you, it was the tandem. But we did haul one truck. I think I can do this piece, haul my grain cart, and then do another truckload. Potentially. And I don't think we're as down. Well, yeah, we are. 152,000 down. But we are up to 59,000 this month on products. Product selling which is great. More products I can sell, the better off I am. This won't be too bad. If we get this field done tonight, I'd be really pleased. Got a lot of field left. Actually, I can pretty much show you guys how much is left. It's a big chunk. There we go. So we have all of this. But, like I said, got nothing but time to work on this, so. The one thing, not that, this. So we're basically right on the end. December rolls around, it looks like planting season is done all the way up to February, where you can plant sorghum in February. Oh, that's cotton, sorry. That was sorghum. Looks like the only thing I can plant is cotton, which I don't particularly feel like doing. Two main crops, like I said, that I want to try to do is a crop of sorghum and a crop of barley. Those are my two main ones for my industry. So long as I have two major fields that I can do that with, I'm happy. It'd also be groovy if I could, I don't know, get rid of these potatoes. I kind of got off on a tangent on that one a little. And of course, paying down our debt would also be huge. We did get a little bit lucky when we, I say that, when we got to the end of the bales there. So we did actually pay off some of the debt. We're only sitting at 370 instead of, I think it was, what was it, 480,000? And this will actually go into harvest, because I'm not going to keep any of the sunflowers. I made that kind of one of those ideas that it's like, no, you know what, I'm going to just sell all of it, because why do I need sunflowers? I don't plan on planting sunflowers. Not for a while anyways, right? So I think the biggest thing is just to get this crop off, sell the entirety of it, make the profit that we can, maybe hold us over enough, or the option is to, there's a few things we can do. Buy those fields so that we can turn it into one bigger field, and also, if we could, maybe buy a hog barn. It's going to be expensive. Hogs are going to be expensive, I know this. But if I can... Hey, how's it going? If I can purchase them and then use them for the meat packing plant, that should be fairly beneficial. Oh, thanks for the like. Just because I know how expensive hogs are to buy for the butcher shop, they would be highly beneficial, I'm thinking, for selling the meat. No, as soon as I pick my header up and turn, I'll prove my point. I'm just about full on this run too, but that's alright. Oh, that went way off. Alright, let me just sort of... There we go. It's not like real life where you just hit the... do the spin, hit the auto steer, and immediately you're in a perfect line sequence again. It's in this one, isn't it? Yes, it is. say landrace. If I was to buy landrace hogs, that is for 7 pigs, 126,000. So by raising them and selling them that way, might be a pretty good little profit. And I'm making my own pig feed now, so that's a huge positivity. And they basically eat anything anyways, besides the point. But doing the cut chickens, I'm producing pig feed. Not very many, but I'm making some. So that should help balance the budget a little. Oh. Hey, I didn't drive over the crop this time. I was actually paying attention, sort of. And yes, I know I could hire a worker, but I am cheap. Yeah, it's the end of the season. All my workers buggered off. And yes, this tractor is just slightly too small for doing this. This is a huge frickin' cart for this little, what is this one, is this in 78, 60? Something like that. Can't read the badging from here. It's a small little tractor for what I'm doing. I could probably tell you what it is. Garage, large tractors. It's an 8 series, so it's an 8R410, which I don't get their new ones. You know, when it was a 3 series, 4 series, and up, it made sense what the frickin' badging was on it. This one, not so much. Alright. Yes. Never walk in front of your header that is in operation, whether it is or isn't. It's always better to go this way. Actually, it wasn't in operation considering the unit was full, but still. All it takes is some loose clothing and bibbidi bobbidi boop. You're now a piece of sunflower. Why is your sunflowers dyed red? Oh, no reason. So yeah, I basically just got started for the night, so as you can tell, so far I've only done 4 or 5 rounds. But like I said, as soon as this little chunk's done, I'll dump all the grain cart back, dump it in one of the trucks, haul it, dump it, bring it back, and then start combining again. It's a lot of work when you're by yourself, but so it is when you're doing it by yourself in real life too. A lot of people take this stuff for granted. What a farmer actually has to do. And this is a fairly small combine too. I don't like the flat track setup. I really don't. I get that it's dispersing the weight better, but there's also nowhere near as much traction. Or at least I found that anyways over time. I still actually prefer wheels. You get a lot more traction with the wheels set up than you do with the tracks. It's just the tracks don't leave as much of an imprint. But it doesn't matter if you cultivate your field. And I'm getting more towards that point more and more. I see a lot more farmers around here, in particular, getting rid of the zero-till, cultivating every year, and doing it that way. It turns out, I guess, that it's you break the field up, you don't have as much runoff in the springtime, and your field thaws faster. Which means you can get a crop in better or faster, plus your field actually has more moisture because it's soaked in rather than run off. So there is some merits. And of course it also helps with stubble. breaks it down a little bit so it rots faster. Puts the nutrients back in the soil faster. Again, there's a lot of science to this. Or science. Lots of science. Really? I left it with that much? Oh, well. Guess I left it with that much. Nope, a check can do about it, y'all. Well, we'll have about 60-70% full of grain cart, which is about maximum that I want to put with that poor little tractor. It's not really designed for the really extreme weights. And that's not even the biggest grain cart. That's not a very big grain cart in the grand scheme of things. Like, if you actually look at auger wagons, I'm using this one, and yes, I bought it, so it's really that expensive. But these things are huge. Those things are monstrous. These, of course, are for sugar beets. Not so monstrous, but could you imagine the weight? I've never actually used these ones, which I do know where they're usually used, and that's Australia. Their fields are typically a lot bigger than ours. A lot less roads. I just got out of the combine. Don't you hate it when you just all of a sudden decide, nope, I'm going to be beside the wheel instead of driving? Hey, cool, we got a good section done already. About 15 minutes in, and we've got probably another 15%. I might make this section first, maybe, because I'll have about 65% by the time I get to the other end. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's already a good chunk done. Oh yeah. So if I do another chunk about yay big again, that'll be pretty good. Gets us back to 30% done. Now we've done 10% of the contract. How's our animals doing? Pretty good. Oh yeah, that reminds me too. And it reminds me, I think the honey was about good. I think I actually have one full pallet and almost another one. Cart is a bit full. I think I'll have about 65%, so I really hate to dump when I'm halfway in there, but depends on how far down I go for the next section, mind you. If it's about 80%, I might not go all the way through. I might just dump the cart, truck the grain, come back, and then go. It's actually more than I anticipated down this little while. Quite a bit more, actually. Alright, off we go down a line. Hurdy, hurdy, her. That's not actually doing too bad. We might actually go straight across. Let's try a boat there. Yeah, nice. That's much better. I should be alright to make it straight across. In theory. What does that look like on the map? That's a good section. We'll be able to clean that up in no time. And there won't be DNA stream tomorrow, just because I will be, I know it's Sunday, but I will be working tomorrow. We got another concrete job to do. Gotta pick up the crew and go. That's alright though. It's the only time I can actually do it. The business is closed on Sundays, so we can do it. Gotta make a handicap ramp. Handicap ramp. Mixing words. So yeah, no, we're gonna be doing that. Want to try to seal up most of it too while we do it. I nearly made it to the end, but I am full. I'll drive through it. What the hell? Do it like this. Really shouldn't, but I came so close. It's a decent field. There's a lot more sunflowers here than what you think. Tall freaking field too. Some swine left the tractor all the way here. Onwards. And we're all done for the season now too. We by the sounds of it, the boys actually got a really good. Oops. Remember that part where I said this tractor is way too small for this? Bingo. Yeah, the boys had a really good season this year with farming, so that was good. Yep, it's a bit light. Poles, but it's a little hard on it. So I say I don't want to put any more than 70% in this cart because this tractor can't handle it. But we'll go dump right away, and the cart should handle this section again. Because that's at least 3-4 dumps, it should be fine. $38,000. Something tells me each time I dump this, it's exactly when the combine is full. Alright, I can get up to speed, but there's no stopping me. And typically the only reason why you actually put the auger down in the first place is because I've seen this firsthand, is sometimes you can hit it with the auger of the combine, especially if you got two combines rolling at the same time, filling the cart. Alright, I made it to the end, but now I gotta casually go around the corner without losing myself. I think I was filling up the Super B first, because I just hauled the tandem. Yep. Those are full. Plus, this thing is such a big burly auger, it doesn't take long before she fills. Pretty much just like that. Okay, since I do want to empty the grain cart, so rambunctiously hitting the tandem. It's almost the full load for the tandem too. Alright, through the ditch, make sure there's nobody coming, because once he gets down into the ditch he won't be able to stop. Alright, signal lights. There's nobody coming for a ways. I can merge. That is a pile of friggin' grain. Or seeds in this case. Most excellente. And yes, I am driving on the shoulder, but that's only because I'm going to be turning off, and then if anybody is around when you're turning off, you gotta go wider, so you best be on the shoulder to do it. Otherwise your cart's going to go in the ditch and you're going to roll. And then you're up shit creek without a paddle. Onwards! Onwards, Speedy Gonzales. Okay, for the most part, he's going straight. We're good at that point. Alright. Doop. Yeah, that's not bad section. We should be able to do that. I might have to haul that tandem out here as well, only because that it's probably full too. One grain cart will fill more than a Super B. And yes, I know it's inefficient having the tandem. I've thought about selling it, but I have an emotional connection with it. I can't sell it. Not who I am. Oh man, just remembered. I gotta put all that cement back in my truck. Not doing it tonight. I'm not gonna put the cement in the truck and find out it rains tonight. That's just a bad mixture. You, I, you, I, you and I. Oh, there's 12%. Aye, Captain, there's 12%. 18%. This truck can haul, I can tell you that much. $24, so that we'll be at about 28% off this one. 35% done contract after this amount hauled. $31% hauled. Oh yeah, the back cart is actually larger than the front. Believe it or not. It actually doesn't look like... Oh yes, it does. That back cart is definitely bigger. It's a compressor. I'm going, what the hell is that weird sound I'm hearing? That would be the compressor outside. Right. Got it. Sure did. Yeah, so maybe that if that tandem is even remotely close, like if it's 3/4 full, I might take it right away too. Because I do believe the tractor or the cart had 20,000 liters, and that truck only handles 22,000. So it might be pretty close. These times I should really wash this truck and trailer. Spent $35 the other day and washed my truck. Real life. That was a mistake. Because it rained. So much for a brand new truck, huh? Well, I shouldn't say that. My truck is almost a year old. Or getting close to a year old. I got in December. So that would be October, November. So I got 2 more months left before it's fully a year old. Can't believe I've had that truck almost a year. I think that truck is almost full. That's an annoying message. Oh well. It is 92% full. It's good enough to haul. Get up to speed on the shoulder and just casually merge in. Well, that's not bad. Super B plus the tandem full. That's not bad at all. Me likey. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just like a tandem. It does have an interior view. It's actually a really nice interior. It's got all electronics, brand new Mac. It's no longer a manual, it's automatic. A really nice tandem. This isn't what I'm used to. Usually the seats are torn, smells like grain, tastes like grain. PTO is underneath the seat over here. Still has the air brakes, air brakes. Light functions mostly don't work. Steering wheel's chewed all up. Yeah, this is way too nice. Oh, forgot about the other major part to this. There's a jack shirt wedged underneath the seat that smells like mice. But still the most comfortable jack shirt you ever did wear. Maybe a bag of Hawkins cheesies hiding somewhere. Now that is an old tandem truck. From what I remember. Starting the prick at -10 and it hardly starts. And once it does start, you can't breathe inside the shop because you can't see anything because it's been puffing out smoke for the last 30 minutes while you let it warm up. Learned at an early age that even though it didn't run worth a shit, you backed it out of the shop right away anyways. It was either back it out of the shop or get black lung. Choice is yours. That was always the general rule of thumb, even though it didn't start with the shit inside the Quonset, that it didn't matter. You immediately got that prick out and just let idle for a while, and then then once it warmed up, it was fine. It's like, yep, today we're going to clean up one of the silos and haul grain. Okay. I know what that means. I'll just start it now. Come on, you prick. Ugh. And as soon as it went pop, you knew she was going to start. You just stopped the starter and you knew it was you, but I don't see it out and about anymore. Switching satellites. That's fine. Yeah, I don't even see it out and about anymore. Wonder if they still have it. I'd say it was a good truck, but it wasn't. But it was. It was dependable, alright. Even though you wanted to kill it, it still worked. Alright, back to the field we go. Hell, I must go this way. No matter which way I go to the end of the field, I just need to go. No matter what, it was always me. It always ended up being me driving it. And the clutch was so soft in that thing. Like, literally, the reason why you use the clutch is to get out of neutral. Or put it in reverse. That was the only thing you'd ever use it for. Otherwise, yeah, that's a bad place to park. Otherwise, it was so soft just as shifted into gears. Probably because the gears didn't have anything left, so there's no grinding. It was just like, okay, rev it up. It's about right. Chunk. Yep, that worked. Yeah, okay, this is about right. Chunk. Had an amazing death wobble the one night. We decided, okay, we're going to clean out a couple more bins on the other part of the farm. So we had to drive about 2 miles, I'd say. I hooked up the 60-foot frickin' auger. I'm driving, and I'm starting to shift and gaining speed, and then it dawned on me, without any question or anything, it dawned on me. I'm pulling an auger. It was at that moment he knew he fucked up. There's no damage, it just started kind of doing a death wobble. You know, almost like that little death skate across the road. Yeah, then I remembered. Alright, I should probably slow down. These things aren't known for doing high speed. Wasn't like I was going that fast anyways. I think I was doing 35 kilometers an hour. But it was still fast enough to create a death wobble on it. I'm pretty sure if I was going any faster, it would have been worse. Yes, you should only do about 30 kilometers an hour with it, not 35, 40. I might have been doing 40 with it too. I was just about to click it up and do another round of gears, and it dawned on me, wait a minute, this is a mistake. Great demand for potatoes and sugar beet. You can just fuck right off. I guess we won't finish this field tonight, but we made a pretty good conscious effort at getting a pretty good chunk of it off. Like, look at this section done for sure. Where are we sitting at? That's gone up a bit. 38. And I gotta finish that refinery, sell it, put the other refinery in. That way we can accept corn and sunflowers to it, and then we can make different kinds of diesel fuel. It also makes plastics and stuff that we can sell, which make it a little bit more profitable. Okay, a lot more profitable. And I also want to put a few more oil derricks around too. And stop buying oil. Just produce it and use it. Have like 4 or 5 derricks around the map, that way then we can have enough to produce for making our own fuel. Maybe even sell some on the side. Loop. This thing will be full again in no time. This actually isn't that big of a chunk. We should have this off in no time. And if anyone is wondering, I do have stream delay on, so if you do message me and whatnot, I read it and I don't respond for 15 seconds. It's because I won't respond for 15 seconds. That's the delay. I do that to clean up the streaming's quality. I kind of figured I should probably mention that once in a while now. Because a few people go, oh yeah, this is great. It's like instant. No, I have a stream delay on. I purposely did that. I found otherwise my audio gets a little choppy sometimes, so if I have a 15-second stream delay, it cleans it right up and makes it nice. So I'd rather have the quality than the instant replay, if that makes any sense. I know we were talking about one night and off camera, and it's like, yeah, okay, well, that. What do you do for a setup? And it's like, okay, this is the way I do it. And it's like, oh, okay, that actually makes sense. I'm more about the quality than I am the quantity. Yeah, that is already 50%. Well, 55. 56. We will be dumping shortly. Finish one more round and then I'm thinking probably on the way back I'll have to dump. I shouldn't say I won't be streaming tomorrow. I doubt I'll be streaming, but you guys can always check it out on Twitter, as I always post beforehand what my plans and everything are. We are still streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays currently at 8 p.m. Typically right now our normal scheduling is Mondays or Assassin's Creed, Wednesdays is Farming Sim, such as what I'm playing right now, and Friday is usually either Premiere Night or we're power and stealth through Baldur's Gate, so that's what we're playing. Which is great, but Bjorn makes so many mistakes. He is the ultimate in barbarian warlords, but he is dumber than a stump. I shouldn't say that. His wisdom and charisma throws actually way better than his strength throws. It's like, yes, this big burly guy, strong might, great strength. Strength roll 2. Fuck. You must throw the scroll over top of the flames. Make sure it doesn't fall in. You only need a strength roll of 8. 2. Damn. Oh, but I get +3. Okay, it's 5. You still need 8. Damn. And then out of the blue, you'll go, I don't know why I'm rolling for this. This is stupid. I'll never get this. Critical success. And you go, what? No. You deceive her. Yep. Yeah, 83. I won't make it to the other end before I'm busting over. Actually, all in all, I'm sitting pretty decent for equipment. I don't think I necessarily need to worry about buying any more equipment at the moment, for upgrades or whatnot. I think, for the most part, if I can get away with selling some stuff and purchasing more land, so we have enough for the spring, we should be sitting pretty good. This should help considerably. So the contract's 58,000, and I suspect I'll probably get around 25-30,000 in grain extra. So say 88 to 95,000 possibly as a total, which isn't bad. $97, $98, $99, $12,000 is full. did have to park the tractor way over here. Actually, when I started, it was not quite the edge, but it was pretty close. Guess when I jump in, it tells me which tractor I'm in. It's the 8R410. Takes a while for the grain to even come through the grating on the cart. There it comes. $10. 10%. There we go. So yeah, we do have some interesting plans. We could potentially have a hog barn. We need more oil derricks. We need to change out our refinery. We need to purchase enough land that we can have another major field for our main crop plants. Like we need, like I said in the start, we need sorghum and we need malt barley. And we can stagger those right now for at least the season. But that is my main two that I need for a feed grain, but two I needed for my beer factory. Brewery. That's kind of like a factory. Ain't the brewery. We need to make beer. That'll be that one. And yes, I do have all of these yet still producing. They're getting pretty close to knocking off for more strawberries for the beer. Wheat and barley getting low. I can buy it, but it's expensive. It tends to get more and more expensive, so I do have to be wary of it. And yes, I should also have wheat for the wheat beer, which makes a excellent Hefeweizen, which is a blonde beer, or a white beer, depending on which part of the world you're in. Oh, yeah, we're actually winning. And yes, it does take time. There's no two ways about it. Actually, if I hired it out, it would go quicker, but then, of course, I'm waiting around for him, and for all intents and purposes, I can do the harvest. I actually don't mind it. Don't mind it in real life either. And yes, we do it like this in real life too. We segment it. That way we can actually have a combine in each segment. That way guys don't trip over each other. Or, in this case, crash into each other. Not that that's happened, but could. Still something I don't want to happen. Speaking of which, how is the animals doing? We got 240, 350. We have over 350 freaking chickens. And no, I didn't buy 350 chickens. Some of them reproduced. One time I looked and it was like 250 chickens. The next time it was like, yeah, apparently we have 110 more. Out of the blue. still 700 some. Before I stop for the night, I do have to check my livestock and animals and whatnot and see how they're doing. If anything else, I might have to take more honey off, and if we have 2 pallets of that, that's actually pretty good. I wonder if I can still combine in December 1st if I have the contract. Guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? Or I'm gonna be really broke, one of the two. I have enough chickens built up in the butcher shop that I can, even if I do go broke for a while, still operate that. Yeah, it's actually coming off pretty good. We're doing alright tonight. I kind of figured it would take some time to do this, so. All in all, I'm not too worried about it. I just hope if I have the right window on. There we go. Yep, we are taking a pretty good chunk off. There's that 15-second delay. I can see the difference. It's amazing when you're doing stuff like this, because all of a sudden it's like, yep. I'm already past it, but you guys are just getting there. I'm gonna have to dump again this next frickin' time, aren't I? Yep, I'm gonna have to frickin' dump again. So I'll be 80% by the time I get to the end here, and by the time I get around, I'll be dumping again. Which will be more than 80% because there's 80 there. And turn. Sort of missed that one. Should have went out further. Like I said, if I got done the field tonight, I'd be happy, but we've got actually better part of a third of it off. Bigger field than you think. I would love to have a field like this size. I'll open up the pipe now because I'm going to have to dump this shortly. $95, $96. There we go, now we're full. unfortunately, when he's behind me, I'm gonna have to do the loop and turn around. Alright, back around we go. Alrighty. Pipe in, and away we go. That was 2 full loads with the combine so far in this little strip. Might have one more by the time I'm done this. I might do something just a little bit different on the way down. Might swing over and grab another section there. No, it just makes it look like I've got that much more done. Yeah, it's not bad. So yeah, now it's looking like we've done a bit more. 44% of the contract. It's getting worrisome. I'm getting low on stuff. Crude oil. I'm selling all the diesel fuel right now. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. How's my feed situation coming? 51. Alright. I don't know if that's good enough for some pigs and whatnot. Facility otherwise I think is going to be about 180,000, which I think we can manage. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I need a little extra for the night's festivities. That I'm trying to build up enough gumption to do concrete work tomorrow. I don't like doing concrete work. And if I can, I'd love to find some additive, but it might actually end up just being some fine gravels. Or sand or something. Using a polymer blend, so better if I used fiber. As I sit down and just take apart a bale of frickin' bad of insulation. That, believe it or not, works too. Or some metal filings. Metal filings work as well. Builds up the structural strength. That I do have. That I could work with. Yeah, that I do have. Hmm. Well, 47%. I'm pretty sure I can make another line down and come back again. Because this is near the end, anyways. What does my bottom line look like this month so far? I know I spent quite a bit. Spent quite a bit. 780,000 there. There's $1 million with construction. 1.3, 1.4, 1.4 million. Somehow I'm only 150,000 in debt. Sold bales was 530. Sold product was, that's not sold product, that's contract. Where is my sold products? There it is, 62,000, which isn't bad. I can live with 62,000 so far with sold products. We only did 9,000 in the previous month, so we've increased that quite considerably. So it gets me back to thinking about the piggies. So if I was to go piggy construction, it's fine, he's automated right now. Pigs. Oh, 164,000. Or 109 for a small one. I might almost go with the smaller one for now. And just, like, have half dozen pigs and see where they go. You know, keep about a dozen pigs, and then anything more than that I butcher. That I could do. Yeah, the more I think of it, the more I like that idea. Have the pig food and it'd give us also something to work on and do in December and January, right? Because, well, quite clearly, if we look at the timetable here, there's not much we can do for, well, pretty much 3 months. There's pretty much 3 months of us going, we are waiting very diligently. And that's about all we can do. So yeah, we've kind of got to work on something. At least if we have livestock, it'll keep us preoccupied for a while. Our little section is just about done here. We have enough to fill up the tandem again and get rid of it. That's a positive note. Alright, we're at 92%, about to bring out the pipe because we're going to be dumping here shortly. It's actually been a pretty decent night. We've got a lot more done than I was. Well, like I said, it'd be great if I could get the field off, but let's be honest, this is a huge field. It's going to take a while. at 24,000, so this will be 36. And back around. In some regards, it doesn't look like it did much tonight, but when you actually think about it, thank you for saving. We're back away over here, combining, so we've taken a fair bit off. So yeah, when we're actually thinking about it and talking about it, we want to buy from 58 to 65. And we want to make this one big field. And I think probably either down around here we'll have an oil well, and maybe up here we might have an oil well. Just to start producing more. But for now we'll just cultivate it under and plow it, but we'll harvest the grass off of it first. And see how much it will. I wouldn't say it'll pay for the land purchase, but it should offset the total cost, if that makes any sense. And that's basically all I'm trying to do, is just offset my total end cost on it. And over. Yeah, we really can't complain. We've got a pretty good portion off tonight. Another big section like this. Clean that up, then maybe do another one over here. Should get us pretty close. We're a lot closer. And again, I might also think about, now that we've taken a pretty good percentage of this back part off, so it's not so boring, we might be able to start going back and forth on the back section there. That might not be a bad idea too. Make it smaller. Smaller runs keep you more active. But first we gotta finish that little strip. I'm not just gonna leave that little strip and go, haha, there we go. But yeah, we could take the tandem, dump it, and then probably looking at the way the end of the night's coming around, we should probably go check out the animals and see how they're all doing, if anything needs to be moved or whatnot. And then yeah, by the time Wednesday rolls around, we'll be back with it, and hopefully then we'll get the field off. Get the field off and get paid, and we can sort of figure out our plans a little bit more in depth from there. It looks like it's about a full width. Just. Actually, it worked out pretty good. See the tracks all the way out in the field. This was a big section to take off. Almost want to finish this strip, dump it in the cart. Well, actually, maybe work my way down that way, dump it in the cart, take a tandem load, drop the tandem off here, and then go check out the animals. I think that's probably our best bet. I'm not displeased by what we got taken off tonight. I'm quite happy about it. I kind of joked about it, saying, "Oh yeah, I'd be really happy if we got her done." But yeah, reality-wise, I was thinking to myself, going, I'd be pretty happy if we got about 50% of it off, which I think is probably a bit closer to what reality is. Alright, down we go. Man, it's just the edge of the tips. One would think that would work. But apparently not. This is actually the wrong but right header for this. You can actually use a proper sunflower seed header and you can go a little bit faster, but this combine, I don't know, would have enough power to do it. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the headers, corn headers. It's not the corn headers, it would be in actual headers. So you got this, that's sunflower header, a small one. You could handle the small one, but the big one I'm questioning about. Don't think it can. Mind you, what's a normal close header? No, it's not one of the HDs. Stupid thing. Do that to me. There's the close. There it is. That's a 10.8. I mean, it might be able to handle it. Maybe. Questionably. Oh yeah, that's definitely looking a bit different. It says I missed that little piece. It doesn't look like there's anything on it to me, but okay. I think we're pretty close to 50%. Oh yeah, we are. %. I actually did all right. And yes, I do realize that I'm supposed to empty it, and I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to empty it right here. It's close enough. Okay, look at all the tracks. We started way back there and we got all the way over. Alright, pick up the last of the grain off this guy. Almost missed the pipe. Let's see. Okay, we're over here anyways. There's the honey. There's my truck. This is almost full. They're all happy. I have one bale that's just about empty. The other one's being eaten. That's like the ultimate hack. Just stuff it there and it's fine. Honey's not full yet, so we're good on that point. Chickens are having very good chicken fun. I cannot tell how many chicken eggs that is. How many chicken eggs do you guys have? 399 pieces, maybe. There is somebody there. Reproduction, they're actually growing. I wonder how much sheep is for a butcher shop. Hang on. 120,000 for 5. So 5 sheep is 120,000. Oh, that gets me to thinking. If you guys actually start reproducing, and I get a bunch of little sheepies, not sure what you call baby sheep. They're not colts, I know that. I don't think they're kittens. Calves, maybe? Maybe they're called calves? I don't know. Anyways, the baby ones of these, we will keep and then like get rid of 5 of the parents and see about that. Okay, that's the tandem. He's empty, so we can drop him off at the moment. This thing's got 47,000 liters into it. Okay, the tandem is what I want to fill first. That won't take long. And I'll back it up from there. There we go. It's full. Backing grain carts up is sometimes difficult, especially since you need to be not so close to them. There we go. That should work for the back side of it. Alright, one last tandem truck for the night and we should be good. Really, actually not bad. more off tonight than I was expecting to, really. Swine mouse wheel. 50%. But where well, actually that's about where I figured. Wednesday we should be further ahead. Wednesday we should be pretty close to finishing it. I think. Be great to be able to purchase like Field 29 or something like that. But that one is astronomical in price. Like Field 1 in this case, almost 2.9 million. Yeah, sheer. Now Field 41. Field 41 is the highway plus that little strip. Actually, it's all the highways. It's 374. Okay, that seems weird. I guess that means I could build on the highway. Alright, there we go. %, hold. Not bad. Anyways, that's going to be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed as always. If you're new here and you're watching this at a later date, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new and you want to see more of the content. And of course, you can share and like everything that you watch. And be sure to also hit that little alert bell. That way you know when to go live and when new content comes out. And yeah, we will see everyone on the next one. Maybe tomorrow? Definitely Monday.